This is the dirty truth behind the Plutto and Felicity breakup scandal. Now, recently, the Plutto came out to announce that he had parted ways with Felicity after approximately 3 years of dating. Now, of course, at first, the Kenyans thought this was just another publicity stunt. Photos that proved Felicity and the Plutto had vixened in a yet-to-be-released song emerged on the internet, leading even more people to be indeed convinced that they were just pulling a publicity stunt. But against all that, the Plutto still came out to insist that they had broken up for real and they were not just trying to gain unnecessary attention. Now, before I tell you the dirty truth behind this breakup, let's first of all review what could have possibly led to the alleged separation. Now, some of the sources indicate that the Plutto cheated on Felicity. But it's not the cheating that is the problem, rather it is who he cheated with. So for a very long time, Instagram in-laws have always speculated that the Plutto has a MUMAMA. This MUMAMA is in fact very well known to many people as she is a city politician. Now, it appears that the Plutto was kind of enjoying the attention he was getting from the allegations of having a MUMAMA, and therefore he was seen interacting with her in ways that kind of suggested there was some truth behind the rumor. Now, at the background of all these MUMAMA allegations and the Plutto fueling the rumors, Felicity was just chilling and seemed unbothered. Well, that was until recently when another renowned female politician sort of overstepped her boundaries. So the Plutto just celebrated his birthday. The birthday party was attended by the creme de la creme of Nairobi. During the party, a notable female politician took over and stole the spotlight from Felicity. She fed the Plutto a cake, something that normally would have been done by Felicity. This case went viral on social media, with Instagram in-laws defending Felicity and accusing the Plutto of being inconsiderate. Now, further sources have disclosed that this is where the rain started beating the two lovebirds. Felicity reportedly discovered some ugly truths about what was happening behind the scenes. Now, I cannot go into details for the obvious reasons, but it seemed the discovery was way too ugly for Felicity to continue with the marriage. Despite all this, some of the Twitter DCIs still claim that they have sufficient evidence to prove that the Plutto and Felicity are still together and they are just pulling a publicity stunt to promote the song that they were featured in as video vixens. Now, the song is by an artist called wyse. Wait a minute, that name sounds familiar. Oh yeah, he is the same artist who was featured on Simple Boy's song called Wedding Day. Come to think of it, before that song was released, there was also a publicity stunt in which it was claimed that Simple Boy was dating this gorgeous Instagram model. So, is it more than a coincidence that in this song by the same artist, there seems to be a fishy publicity stunt? But you know what? This is what I think. For celebrity couples, there comes a time when they are beyond certain levels of publicity stunts. I mean, there's a way that these people have earned the trust and credibility of their fans, and they've built a brand around their relationship. So, to some extent, I think if this is indeed a publicity stunt, then Felicity and the Plutto wanachoma, because their whole brand revolves also, not their whole brand, but a larger part of their brand revolves around their relationship. And so when that relationship loses credibility, it means that their brand is also affected to some certain extent and it loses credibility. It means that moving forward, if they ever come back together and if it's indeed a publicity stunt, then it would mean they have to lay low for quite a while before they sort of reunite, forgive each other and reunite, because I mean, fans will never believe them again. And so even if they try to sell something to the fans, whether it's an idea, whether it's whatever, fans will always have a hard time trying to believe them. So I think there are those couples that, of course, we are used to them with publicity stunts and everything, but for this one, I think they should always consider about how their brand will be affected at the end of the day, because these people have loyal fans. I mean, have you ever seen how ladies are always crazy to watch Felicity and the Plutto content? I mean, leave alone the Plutto's loyalty test. Just their lifestyle content. So people are so invested in their lives, and then when they come to realize that, you know what, these people are not authentic about what they are selling to us or what they are presenting to us, then that is where utaona people start losing trust and people start losing that loyalty, and they start, and the brand just weakens, or their whole relationship perception in the eyes of the fans, it weakens, and they're never viewed the same way again. And still, while at it, for some certain celebrities, I think they're very successful, they got all that it takes, and they're doing so well, and there's actually no need for a publicity stunt. For what? Look at the Plutto. He is very successful, he's got his own business going on, he's got his whole YouTube channel going on, and so you'd wonder, why would he pull a publicity stunt? If he wanted to promote something, he could have just as well spoke to it, and people would still, go watch it or go do whatever with it. But he doesn't need to get to that level. If it is to create a publicity stunt, there's so many other things he could create a publicity stunt with, and not like something as sacred as his relationship. But you know what? That's just what I think. We are in Kenya, man, where we've normalized scandals, we've normalized publicity stunts, and I think to some certain extent, we, the fans or people who watch this content, are the problem, because these people have normalized celebrities trending because of fake scandals. They have accepted that, and they have actually bought that. So celebrities know that whenever they just want to promote something, all they gotta do is pull a publicity stunt, and then whatever they're promoting will go viral. But what if the fans refused to buy such fake publicity stunts and they just want authentic content? That is when you'll find that now artists or public figures will always be careful before pulling a publicity stunt, because you might pull a publicity stunt that might affect your whole showbiz career, right? But anyway, so najua, you never also know, maybe they've broken up for real. But really, if you watch these people, do you really think the Plutto and Felicity may break up? Look at them. Look, if you've watched them closely, do you really think they've yes, maybe cheating allegations might have some reasons to it, but do you honestly think that it reaches a certain level of a relationship where it's almost impossible to break? Nothing is impossible, of course, but it's way too difficult or too hard for people to part ways, especially when the accusations involved are just random mere allegations, right? So yeah, but anyway, only time will tell. Let's just wait to see. Some 6 months from now, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We sat down and we decided to forgive each other. But these people are affecting the whole content, the whole couple content. People now lose trust in this kind of content, and they'll just lose a good fan base. And the way right now as we speak, such content has a good fan base, it has loyal fan base. So in case this is a fake publicity stunt, then it ain't good at all. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's trending. This is Trends with Sikulu.